Good work there from the security operatives, specifically the SSS, when you talked about the man arrested in connection with a terror group in Iran. Excuse me. So perhaps you should let us know, space it more and let us in on what a cell is about, because sometimes you go about and you get to hear cells. How do they operate? Is it a bigger group or a small group as it is in the word cell?
I think I will try and answer that in a layman terms. In a very simple way. If you're a Christian, you will notice that most of the churches today, they have something we call cell group and home group. The reason for this is because they want to spread. They want to spread out. They want to, each of those cell groups will be full up one day to the extent that they will say, okay, you can now form your own church. In Nigeria and in the United Kingdom, we've seen many churches forming a group, then becoming their own church. So what these people want to do is that they want to spread their span as well. The danger of it is that it's not only the group in Nigeria that are spreading. I'm greatly concerned if we have a group from Iran now spreading, setting up, and coming down. So for operational reason, I will be able to say to you that this group want to grow. A cell group may consist of 3 people or 3 people who have been brainwashed. The idea is for them to go around and start brainwashing other people too, so that they can have more group and their span can be enlarged across the country. So it's just a cell in its literary terms, trying to grow into something big in order for them to have an effective operation.
Take you back to the question on community involvement. You said that the community shouldn't just see it as a problem for security agencies, but aren't we overlooking the problem of trust? I mean, do we still have sufficient trust on the part of the public for the security agencies?
This question has always been, I've had this question again and again ever since I've known how to listen to people talking about security agents, and that is getting closer to almost 4 decades of me hearing about trust. I've had my father talk about his lack of trust for the security agents. My own father too died as a result of police brutality, which he never recovered from. If anybody is not supposed to trust the security agent today, I think I should be the one. I should be a terrorist that goes about Nigerian street killing every security agent. But as it is today, we don't have any other police force apart from the one we've got. We need to accept it. We need to try and trust them. In every relationship, even in our personal home, there are times when the wife don't trust the husband or the husband don't trust the wife, but the family must move on. At some point, we need to create this line where we need to put this lack of trust away and let us work with what we have. It is in our own interest. Yes, the security agent has had it wrong in the past, but if you look at what has happened since the era of democracy, since 1999 to date, there has been more transparency, more millions and billions and trillions have been pumped into the security outfit. We've seen the era of good Inspector General of Police. We've seen the era of bad ones. And I think with what we've got now, we should try and work with them in our own interest.
The question is, you know, if trust is an issue that both sides acknowledge, the Nigeria police acknowledges it, or the security agencies acknowledge it, and the public also acknowledges that it's a problem, do you think that they're working hard enough to eradicate that problem of trust? From what I know and from what I've seen so far, I can assure you that there are projects of reorientation going on, where the police are trying to start a project whereby to get themselves back into the public trust. They have their own challenges, and I will not mince my word in warning and advising that we've had it bad before. We've had almost 38 to 40 years of military rule, which has not done anything to help the security agent. Currently, as they are striving to change the fate of Nigeria in terms of security, there are other problems which they are encountering as well, which is normal. Anytime you want to do anything good, some problems will try to creep up here and there for you to push you down, to not to allow you to achieve it. So I want people to be patient. I want them to be more expectant, and I want people to try and watch out with the police, with the army, with the SSS, and try and see their operation of the past and the current operation. There has been a lot of improvement, and it is in the interest of the public safety to try and have some element of trust in the force which they've got at the moment. It is when that happens that they will be able to communicate effectively with the police. Don't forget that police don't just go out looking for terrorists among the 160 million people. They need the raw material called information. They need the social group called communication. And when all this comes together, it is then that they can act. Asking the police to eradicate insecurity problem in Nigeria is like asking a baker to produce a bread without giving them flour or wheat. It's not going to work.
A question again, you know, in areas where, say, people cannot be seen, I mean, the Nigeria police, even the SSS, they have reported areas where they believe that residents are somewhat, is it loyal now, or afraid of these militants who live amongst them and cannot be seen to be openly given information to the police. In these areas, do you think that we have developed enough programs to ensure that people can protect their identities when they give information to the police?
As I'm speaking to you today, for operational reason, I will not be able to go into details. But the phase where people will be able to give information to the police anonymously without the fear of reprisal or retribution has reached 95% completion. We've been working on it for almost 3 years now, and I won't be able to say much on this, but I will be able to say to you that very soon you will be able to advertise a media by which people can give information to the police, to the SSS, to the army, without the fear of reprisal or without the fear of coming back to them to attack them by these people. You see, what I think the government is doing at the moment is that they are not only singling out the issue of terrorism. Before terrorism came, we have our insecurity in the country. If all the terrorist group in Nigeria today dropped their weapon, it does not necessarily mean that our insecurity problem is solved. We still have kidnapping, we still have armed robbery, we still have different type of new crimes coming up every day. That is how crime, that is the nature of crime. New trends, new technology, new ways of life will bring about new type of crime. And very soon you will be getting some information, maybe through a press conference or through communication to all the media houses, to see a media where you can give information anonymously without the fear of reprisal. And there will also be a feedback media. Whereas if you give information to the police and they are able to act on it, there will be an opportunity where you will be able to see what happened about the information you gave. I won't be able to say more than that for now.